I don't think there's any substitution for hard work in this game.
I'm Maud Leger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Steve Bailey from The Agency, who's been a realtor for 17 years. He believes in building a real estate business based on connection, collaboration, focus, hard work, and strong systems and procedures. Find out how Steve and The Agency keep innovating with marketing and keeping a pulse on what's trending. So let's get to my chat with Steve. Hi, Steve. Thank you for joining us. What is the key to your success?
Mo, thanks very much for having me on. The key to my success over the years, I think the one biggest thing I can attribute it to is having the right people around me. I don't think there's anything better in this business than surrounding yourself with other people that are successful and learning from them, right? We're all new at this once, and it's very, very hard to do it on your own. You need people.
Very cool. And then tell me more about The Agency. You chose that brokerage, and tell me about your role there.
So to be honest with you, my wife is what really drove us to The Agency. Nice. She is anything from, housewife this and real estate that, and follows everything. So she had a dream, I would say it's probably about 4 years ago now, that this is what she wanted. She wanted something different. She wanted us to do something different, go a different direction. So Kat was the one that really searched this out for us. Nice. We were lucky enough to meet with Mauricio, talk to him in depth. They are obviously a very, very family-oriented business down in Beverly Hills as well, just like we are here. My sister works with us. My mother-in-law works with us. So we are definitely a family-oriented business. So the fit for us was fantastic, which is what drew us to The Agency initially. But I think the biggest thing is the way they conduct their business, what they do, how they do it on a day-to-day basis is just, it makes you smile. It's honestly, it makes you want to wake up in the morning. It makes you want to go to work. And having such a powerful brand behind you that's innovative, as a leader in the marketplace, has just been, over the last year and a half, has just been absolutely amazing.
Awesome. And then what's your role there in the brokerage?
So I'm managing partner of our offices. So I'm there still as a salesperson, a broker, to trade in real estate. But we're also here to help new agents, help agents that still have length in the business, to make sure the business is running well, we're doing the right things, and to keep things between our offices moving as smoothly as possible.
Cool. And how do you help new agents when they come in? What do you offer them, or what's in it for them?
So, I mean, The Agency's philosophy, I think, is a bit different than some of the other brands. So in terms of what we do for agents, a lot of it is hands-on. So training, I think, in this business, it's hard to do in a classroom. Yeah. So to sit in a classroom and figure things out, to me, is just, it doesn't work. So the more you can have someone that you can mentor with, take under your wing, ask questions, it does help our new agents tremendously. They're not learning from a textbook. They're not learning sitting in a classroom. They're actually out doing. They're out there. They're making mistakes. They're correcting them. They're being humble out there with their clients. It's a great philosophy, and it does help people tremendously.
Yeah, I love it. And they're making mistakes, learning, and then getting supported by you guys. Right. So that's cool. What about ask question, you said? So what kind of questions are you getting from new agents?
I think the biggest thing is, the one question we get the most is, oh my God, you've actually met Mauricio? Like, you've actually met him? And the answer is always yes, we've met him. We've been to his house, very personable. You can text him and call him, he'll answer. It is still very family oriented. Other than that, I think from a new agent perspective, what people are asking is, they're asking how we like the brand. It is a newer brand in, obviously, Southern Ontario, Southwestern Ontario, and especially towards the East Coast. So people are saying, how do you like it? What's happening with the brand? We follow it. We follow it on social media. We're still the most followed real estate brand in the world, but they want to know, like, how does it work internally? Are you guys happy? Right? Do you guys see this as a good brand?
What's Mauricio, I guess, philosophy for the brokerage?
Mauricio is what he is. Whatever you've seen, whatever you have listened to him talk, what he portrays is what he is on a day-to-day basis. It's no bullshit. It's a different spice. It is definitely a fresher approach. We take ourselves seriously enough, but don't take ourselves too seriously. And honestly, he likes to have fun in his day. You can see it in what he does with his family, with his business, with his clients. That's, to me, that's Mauricio. He wears everything on his sleeve, and we love it.
Nice. And what kind of attributes are you looking for in real estate agents to join your team or to join your brokerage?
Lots. But I think the biggest one is our no assholes mentality.
Yeah.
And everyone jokes, but it's on the wall in front of me right here in our Baden office. It's on the wall in every one of the offices that we run. We want to find the right people. We definitely aren't just looking about bodies and chairs. We want people that want to collaborate, want to work together, want to make their business and our business a better business.
That's awesome. How can realtors stay on top of their game? What do you have for advice for that?
I don't think there's any substitution for hard work in this game.
Nice.
And I've been in it 17 years, and there's, if you go through a week or a month or a day where you don't work hard, you can see it in your results. This is still, we've been through a pandemic. I firmly believe the real estate playing field has changed again with COVID, with what we've been through, not being able to go and see people and do what we're used to doing. It's forced realtors onto Instagram, onto TikTok, onto other platforms that they might not have gone to despite the pandemic. So certainly it's that push every day. It really is hard work and dedication and being ahead of the curve.
Nice. What does your typical day look like when you're talking about hardworking?
My typical day, I'm usually up pretty early. So when I say pretty early, I'm up 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm down, make myself a smoothie every morning, start the day right, start the day healthy. I always go to people say, do you go to the gym in the morning? Do you work out in the morning? I like to work out in the afternoon, actually. I get what I need to do done in the morning. I like to get up. I'm a self-starter. If I do not have appointments, I am always in the office. So I will always go to one of our offices. From there, whether you're talking to clients, talking to past clients, talking to new clients, talking to a builder or a developer, there's always things changing in the marketplace. We're always looking for ways to obviously fit those puzzle pieces together. That's our day. I usually take in a healthy lunch, and back to what I said earlier is I do like to do a workout in the afternoon if I can. If I've got time, usually hopefully 4 or 5 days a week, I like to do some kind of physical activity, probably around 2, 3 o'clock. I'm a firm believer in family time. Nice. So my night definitely consists of dinner with the family. That's at least 5 nights a week where we sit down, try not to be on our phones, and just decompress a little bit. And pre-COVID, after dinner, it would be crazy. We would be out at clients' houses, we'd be doing market evaluations. That's the one thing about the pandemic and COVID that I think has definitely changed in this marketplace, is people are more willing to see you during the day. They're around, they're not at their offices anymore. Who knows if that will actually continue once we fully open up again. But it's definitely been actually a breath of fresh air. We're able to enjoy our nights a little bit more, whether we're doing multiple offers or not. But we're certainly not in clients' homes as much in the evening, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, very cool.
So not a crazy day, but pretty structured, right?
Structure, yeah. How do you structure your focus time in the morning? Like, what do you, like you say, you're making phone calls, how do you keep focus on what you have to do there and not get distracted?
It's easy to get, you're right, it's easy to get distracted. Very, very easy. You're on your computer and you're down this rabbit hole of, you find yourself on on every website trying to buy things and look at new stuff, but you really have to have a game plan in front of you. I tend to, I'm a bit old school. I tend to, grab a piece of paper, write down what I have to do in the morning when I'm at my office. And I honestly just check stuff off my list, right? If I can get stuff done, I'll use that for the next day. If I didn't get something done, I'll add it to the list in the morning for the next morning. But it's focus. I'm in this business to help people and to sell real estate. Like I said, 17 years in, it hasn't changed. My goal is still to help people. I'm motivated. I love real estate, love helping people. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah, those are great qualities, right? Keep motivated, love helping people. What I guess to-dos, what actions have you done in 17 years that resulted in the most result for you?
Back to sort of, surrounding myself with good people. So we've been very, very lucky to been in strategic partnerships with Barbara Corcoran,
Nice.
with Scott McGill. So when you talk about surrounding yourself with good people and people in the industry, these are industry leaders that obviously we've used them, they've used us to better our business model, right? So surrounding ourselves with those people has been absolutely fantastic. Our marketing is ahead of the curve. We're ahead of the game in marketing. Definitely a game changer for us. It is scary sometimes, but when we talk about new platforms, new ideas, I thought I'd be on TikTok. Like if you'd asked me 2-3 years ago, would you think you'd have your stuff on TikTok? I'd look at it and go, I'm not 8 years old. I'm not 10 years old. What do I need that for? But it's become something that obviously we're not forced to, but if you want to stay ahead, you've got to be on you've got to be on platforms. That's what people are looking at.
I remember when Instagram started being popular and realtors were like, I don't want to do another thing. I'm already on Google and LinkedIn.
Yep.
I was just like,
Yep.
Yeah. You got to keep going with the times, right?
You do. You have to. You know what I mean? And it'll change again next year, the year after that, right?
Keep innovating.
Yep.
What do you have for processes? You talk about the business. What processes do you have in place that are most working for you?
I think our relentless follow-up is the biggest thing for us. When there is someone who's looking to sell, looking to buy, looking to do something, we follow up till the bitter end. So our process that way, in terms of just that tenacity, we're out there, we're working hard. We want to see things through to the actual bitter end. We do not let things go. We want to make things work. We are there, we're dedicated. We have a great internal system for our marketing, for our Instagram, for our followers, for engagement, right? These are the game changers in today's world. And when we talk about those processes, they've definitely changed in the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
We've gone from an industry that was very, very sort of, in that sort of, you're waiting for your pager, you're looking at, this dot matrix system that you're trying to get into, where now everything is so available and so current today that you have to stay ahead of it. We have to assume that our client has just as much information as we do.
Yeah.
Whereas before we had way more.
Mm-hmm. Before that was the edge. Now the edge is how can you service them better?
That's right. And how can you interpret that information? How can you, help them with that information to better their real estate portfolio or whatever they're going through at that time?
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. And what's exciting for you in the industry right now?
I think that the industry right now is incredibly strong. Who'd have thought that at the start of a pandemic, when we went into a shutdown, lockdown, whatever you want to call it, that real estate would be one of the things that people turn to for just to feel like they were human. Staying at home offices, people with 2 or 3 kids at home, homeschooling and needing bigger homes, needing offices, they weren't able to be back and forth and transient in a day-to-day basis. So the cool thing for us is being able to navigate that in a real estate world that is obviously changing financially by the week.
Yeah.
So we've had obviously incredible gains, whether it be in the commercial sector, industrial sector, or residential. And how do you get people through that? It's a nerve-wracking experience. It's emotional. There's tears, there's smiles, there's, bottles of champagne being popped. People are very excited, but on the other side, there's heavy emotion in the game. So that's honestly been the cool factor in all of this. But with the agency, what's made that even better is because we are such a global brokerage and we collaborate, we've been able to see that in a different light. So whether I'm seeing our Victoria office increase record sales, our Malibu office, our Toronto office, you can see what's going on instantaneously just based on people's feeds, their collaboration, the sharing of ideas, the sharing of listings. It's been crazy just to see the pace at which real estate has taken off again in the last year and a half.
Wow, that's very cool. I love it. That's a great perspective. Very positive way to see it. Love it. What's the best advice you've ever received in your 17 years as a realtor?
My best advice in 17 years. You know what? Don't sweat the small stuff.
Nice.
I think that in real estate, we always go through ups and downs. There's good weeks, there's bad weeks. There's weeks where you've got the best client in the world, and there's weeks where you don't want to have any clients because you're going like, there's so much going on. I think trying to stay focused, right? So don't sweat the small stuff, stay focused. Every day is a new day. And if you can have that mindset and come into work, wherever that work may be, and put a smile on your face and keep that day-to-day going, I think mentally, physically, you're able to get through anything.
Yeah, I love that philosophy. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Where do we find you? Where do we hear about you?
You can find me anywhere. You can go on Instagram at our Sold by Bailey page. You can go on to any one of our offices, our Waterloo region page for the agency, our Oakville page for the agency. You can go on to the agency website globally. You can go on to my Sold by Bailey website. You can find me anywhere. You can find me on repeats of TV shows. You can find me in commercials with Barbara Corcoran and Scott McGilvery. Nice. Wherever you need me, you can find me.
Awesome. We'll put that in there. Thank you so much for sharing all of this. That was awesome to hear from you.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining. Subscribe to our podcast, Realtors Conspiracy, today.